Welcome back to the second half of NEWSBREAK Live, and joining me is Karen Basiulis, who is the president of the Los Cancioneros Master Chorale. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thank you so much for having me.
And this is a very important week. In just a week, the Los Cancioneros Master Chorale will be opening auditions for some new talent. Tell me about that, what you're looking for, and what people should expect.
Well, next week on the 28th and 29th, we are holding our annual auditions. We are a master chorale of about 55 members. We are holding auditions for all parts, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, but we do have a soft spot in our hearts for the men. We are always looking for some good men. So, yes, anyone who lives in the South Bay who is 18 or over is eligible to audition. And you can call our audition coordinator, Lorraine, to set up an appointment. Or if the 2 days, the 28th and 29th, don't work for you, you can call Lorraine and she'd be happy to set up another appointment for you that works better.
What experience should people have usually in this chorale? Obviously, there's different levels, but what's the experience level that you require?
We do require experienced singers. We require that singers read music and have sung with either a church choir or in school or in a community chorus. Most of our singers, like myself, have been singing most of their lives. So we're looking for some experience and just the love of singing and the ability to read music. We meet every Tuesday evening in Torrance, and so you need to be free on Tuesday evenings. And we do call additional rehearsals on occasion, so you need to be available for that as well.
Karen, you're part of the chorale, you sing.
Yes.
For people who maybe, have some talent, but, are kind of scared to put themselves out there, what really sets the chorale apart from others and just being part of it?
Well, what we try to do, one of the reasons I joined and one of the reasons I am so happy to be a part of it is because we do an eclectic variety of music. We don't just do classical music, we don't just do pop, we do a little bit of everything. And I believe that that really sets us apart from different choirs that may be in the area. And it makes it a lot of fun to sing, because you never know what you're going to get. Each concert is something different, and that just variety is what's, I think, sets us apart and makes it a little more special.
And the chorale has been around for a very long time. I'm not sure if people know about it. For almost 70 years? That's a long time. What is the history?
Yes, it is. It's a very long time. We are entering our 69th season this year, and the choir was started in 1949 in the Hollywood Riviera section of Torrance. It was just a few singers who loved to sing, didn't have a venue for it, so they just got together themselves and sung for their supper kind of thing. They sang in their home and they served dinner to their guests afterwards. And in a nod to that humble beginning, our Just Desserts concert in every October, the choir members bake and serve cookies and coffee to all our patrons after the concert. So it's a little nod to the history of the choir that's been performing continually for 69 years now.
Do you feel like a lot of people know about it? Or, I know next year, for example, you're hosting 4 shows. Where are they put on, and where can people get more information?
We perform at the James Armstrong Theater. We perform 4 concerts a year in October, December, March, and June. And we are part of the Torrance Performing Arts Consortium, and one of our members is actually also the president of the Torrance Performing Arts Council, I believe. And so we are advertised in that media. We also have a website, lcmasterchorale.com. We have a Facebook site as well, Los Cancioneros Master Chorale, and we advertise in the newspaper. Our concerts are advertised, but we'd love for more people to know who we are, and that's why I really appreciate this opportunity to get our name out there, and we'd love more people to come see us and just experience who we are, because in the last 2 years we've got a new director and we're going in a slightly different direction. We're really just very excited about it, and we're excited about where we've been and where we're going, and we want to share that with the community.
Speaking of director, who is the director? And tell me what members can get out of being part of the chorale. How can they grow as a singer?
There are a lot of ways. Our wonderful director is Mr. Alan Petker, who is a composer as well as a director. He's a publisher. He has been invited to conduct one of his own compositions next year at Carnegie Hall, so we're very proud of him. Very cool indeed. We're very proud of him. And what we get out of it, I know what I get out of it is a sense of community. It's an opportunity to share your talent and to share your talent with your fellow singers, with the community, and to present excellent choral music to the South Bay community. And it also fits in with the arts community as well. There's the symphonies, and there's other performing groups, maybe a musical theater, but good choral art needs to be out there as well. And one thing that we did last year that I thought was really special and different was a multimedia presentation where we sang a composition composed by our conductor, who wrote this composition. He was inspired by the work of an artist. So while we were performing, the artist was there showing his work, and it was also being projected behind us. So this kind of multimedia thing hasn't been done a lot, and we're looking forward to doing more things like that.
That's great. And what does this offer to the community? There's so many forms of expression and art, as you just mentioned, but what do you think this really offers?
I think what we offer is something a little bit, like I said earlier, a little bit different, a different repertoire, a more eclectic repertoire, and just an opportunity for the community to come out and hear good choral music and just be inspired by it and be touched by it as we are when we sing it. And
you do a lot more than just performing. You give back to the community. Tell me about that.
Yes, we do. We are very pleased to be a part of the South Bay music community, and we help sustain it by offering each year 3 $1,000 scholarships to worthy music students in the South Bay. And many of them, I'm often a judge in the scholarship contest. Contest is competition, and the talent that is out there just wows us all. It's incredible. And many of our winners have gone on to perform at the Met or on Broadway and Carnegie Hall and many other venues.
And there may be some opportunity for high school students in the near future to maybe become members,
to maybe become members. We want to offer, that would be a type of scholarship as well. We are working on getting the funding to do that.
So if someone becomes a member for the chorale, there is a fee involved. Tell me a little bit more about that. Yes,
there are, unfortunately, there are obligations involved with singing. We do charge $150 dues per year, as well as ask the singers to purchase their concert attire. We do hold fundraisers throughout the year because ticket sales and dues do not cover expenses. There's theater expenses and royalties and many other expenses involved with putting on these 4 concerts. So we do fundraisers and the like, but we do ask that the chorale pay dues and purchase their own outfits.
And there's some exciting shows coming up this year in 2018, so for people who are maybe not part of the chorale, they can still come out and support you guys. So tell me about the shows lined up, what they're called.
Okay, we first of all, I want to say, for those of you who have not come out to see us yet, we really want you to come out. We really want to see you. So for those of you who have never seen us, we do offer a 2-for-1 ticket where you can get 2 tickets for the price of 1 for the first time that you come out to see us. You can contact any choir member to get that arranged. So please, please come on out and see us, and we want to make that a little bit easier for you. Our first concert, as I mentioned earlier, is our ever popular Just Desserts concert, and that's October 15th right here at the Armstrong Theater. And we are doing a concert on dreams. So there will be everything from the standards to Broadway hits, and it'll be it's one of our lighter and little fun kind of concert. And there will be the cookies and coffee afterwards.
Sounds
Everyone
delicious.
always asks us, so yes, there will. And then in December, on the 17th, all concerts are at 7 p.m. at the Armstrong. And December 17th, we're doing a Latin American Christmas concert. So in Sandals and Sombreros, we're doing Christmas carols and Christmas music that would be from the Latin American community. And we are always also doing our ever popular carol sing-along. So those are just traditional Christmas carols that we ask the audience to sing along with us on, and everybody always loves that. So we will do that, and they won't be in Spanish, they will be in English. And then in March, that's our classical concert, and we are doing this year, the theme is poetry that celebrates music, and this is, as the eclecticism that I mentioned before, we're doing everything from Handel and Schubert to contemporary composers such as John Rutter and even our own conductor, Alan Petker. So that should be really interesting as well. And then in June, that's our spring concert, our last concert of the season. And this is going to be a Broadway concert. And we're going to be doing some Broadway standards and some little more contemporary Broadway. So that should be really exciting. We're very excited about that one. So please come on out and see us.
And just as you mentioned, this goes to show just the wide range of music and performances that the group has to offer.
Yes.
So it definitely sounds like an experience. And for our viewers, I do want to go over again, auditions are next week, August 28th and 29th, and it's happening, they're scheduled for 6 p.m. at Hope United Methodist Church, which is located at 3405 Artesia Boulevard.
Right.
And people can get a hold of Lorraine to schedule a different audition if they're not able to make that, correct?
If they're not able to make that, right. We're very flexible. We want you to come out and audition. We want our new members. So if you can't make the traditional rehearsal time, please call and set up a time that works better for you. Well,
Karen, thank you so much for joining me and talking about this wonderful group. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's truly been my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Well, that does it for NewsBreak Live. If you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. And don't forget to tune into the Torrance City Council meeting that starts tonight. For Facebook and Twitter users, use hashtag NewsBreakLive. Have a great night.